And welcome to the inaugural Challengers Butler Club Esports team match. They will be... Okay, let me get this all set up. Today we have Butler Challengers playing against Lake Michigan College's Red Hawks in GGLeagues Golden Below Michigan-Indiana League. For this match, we have the Butler Challengers on the left, Rabbi Sung in the top lane, IGN Zephical, Wesley Dementi, and Andalini Casa in the jungle. Wesley Dementi is El Goblino Israel, and Andalini Casa is Butler Thick. In the middle lane, Cooper Silanek, aka Coopstar, returning from the Challengers of last semester. Anthony Hand, Hobotarian, playing bot lane. And splitting bot lane time is Manuel Olarkan Narva, aka Maniacs, also returning. And Kat Lee Azeroth, returning from the fall semester. And on the right, we have Red Hawk Gaming with Justin Lockamy, Hushton, Chalky Pitchford, Game Boy Colored, Tina Wynn, Bobasar, Marion Dixon, Sneps, and Spencer Brown, aka Double Angel. So, we are waiting for players to assemble the lobby, and we will be right back. Okay, and we are into Champion Select for Game 1 of Butler Challengers versus Red Hawk Gaming. I'm curious to see what kind of comp is drafted here for both teams. Red Hawk Gaming, first ban set, targeted straight at Zefkiel. He's been known for that pick, practiced it a lot in solo queue. Zach banned away from Hushton. Very unique jungle pick that offers quite a bit of power in ganking the mid lane, and can be dangerous for teams that don't have a lot of practice against it. I know personally I was abused by that pick last year, so I always like seeing it banned. Morgana banned away from Azeroth. Powerful pickup there. So, two main characters banned. Leona banned in response to the Morgana ban. It says support taken away from Double Angel. So we have top, jungle, and two support bans in the champ select already. Sneps setting up that third ban for Red Hawk Gaming. Diana being taken out of the pool for Coopstar and Zefkiel. Interesting pickup there, but it looks like Red Hawk Gaming doesn't want that power pick assassin making its way onto Butler's lineup. And that is a Pike ban away from Double Angel, another targeted ban. Very powerful champion if used in the right hands. First pick, hovering Warwick, be an interesting pickup, and it's locked in. That is both a pick away from El Goblino and a pick for Hushton. Warwick, a very strong early game jungler, scales well, nice and tanky. Very, very good champion. Strong. Can make quite a few plays, has good ganks, good move speed. Zefkiel locks in the Kled. Early game powerhouse. Remountability, and that is a Jarvan lock-in for El Goblino. That's a pick he's been practicing. His status even said, "Gonna one-trick Jarvan." So let's see if he can make some plays happen on that character, or on that champion. Has a pretty good matchup into Warwick. Both champions farm well, and that is a Thresh Ornn lock-in. Well, Thresh lock-in and Ornn hover for the side of Red Hawk Gaming. The Ornn, well, let's start with the Thresh since it's locked in. Thresh provides a lot of engage for the bot lane. Very, very dangerous pick. Ornn, also, great late game scaler. Nice and tanky, good lane phase. Very strong pick in the meta currently. And that is Neeko for Coopstar. That is a signature pick for the mid laner. We saw it last semester. Played in the very first match Butler Challengers had ever competed in. And they proceeded to ban it against him every single match afterwards. Watching Coopstar's Neeko is an absolute delight, and I'm excited to see what he will do on that pick today. So as we move further into the draft, that is a Caitlyn ban, another targeted ban towards that bot lane. 3 bot lane bans on the side of Butler Challengers, looking to take Game Boy Colored and Double Angel off of their comfort. Misfortune taken away from Hobotarian, and that is another bot lane ban. Looks like the support and AD carry pools are being pinched by both of these teams. And that is a Lux banned away by Butler Challengers. Banned away from Double Angel. And Snaps is banning his final character. Jhin banned away from Hobotarian. His 2 main ADs in Misfortune Jhin taken away. I wonder what he will play as his backup. Strong team fighting core from the side of Butler. And that is a Heimerdinger lock-in from Hobotarian. So that is a Heimerdinger bot. Neeko mid. Interesting. Double AP, double AD so far from the side of Butler. And that is a Lucian Syndra. Very, very powerful team comp from Red Hawk Gaming. Very good early game. Lucian Thresh have a strong lane phase. Very good 2v2. Syndra has that 1v1 potential in the mid lane. Lots of burst with her ultimate. And that Ornn Warwick, huge front line, big tank potential. Azeroth, last one to lock in. Hovering the Soraka. And it is locked in. So this is the final draft setup for both of these teams. And it looks like a solid draft for both lineups. Butler looks to want to team fight and basically win this game through 5v5. A lot of scrappy team fighting, heals, AOE, and just all running into you. While the side of Red Hawk Gaming might want to play a more scaling split push strategy, look for picks with the Thresh and Syndra, and really allow that Ornn to get online, get those items upgraded to his teammates, and play through that Lucian Thresh early game, secure those early drags, maybe look for a Soul, look for Herald, but a lot more objective focus from the side of Red Hawk, while Butler just wants to team fight and go in, So, as we get ready for spectator delay, we will catch you back in a minute. And we are back. As we load onto the Rift, Butler Challengers will be on the red side with Red Hawk Gaming on the blue side. And as we get into the game, Butler Challengers having an interesting start. El Goblino looking for the early ward to scout the invade from Red Hawk Gaming, but it is taken down by the five-man rush Red Hawk put forward on that level 1. Coopstar disguised as the Jarvan, trying to throw off the start of that champion against Red Hawk, and he's baiting Red Hawk right now, trying to trick them into thinking that he's starting red side. El Goblino. That is an advanced Nico maneuver right there. And he is back in the mid lane. It looks like everything is starting pretty normal this game, with Jarvan starting on that blue buff with the Heimerdinger Soraka to leash. Strong leash for the Jarvan. And Warwick is also starting on his blue. Both champions transitioning over to the Gromp. This looks like a cheese from the side of Red Hawk Gaming. Hobotarian getting engaged on by both Lucian and Thresh, and that is a first blood over to the side of Red Hawk Gaming from the Bush Cheese. That is practiced right there. This Red Hawk Gaming squad knows how to play as a team and have definitely done that one before. Hobotarian, though, with the teleport, doesn't lose very much. Just the burning of the summoner spell early. And that is a level 2 gank from the Warwick. Flash forward by the Ornn. Zefko dismounted, and he runs away. Flash not expended. Turret shot taken by Warwick, and that is 2 flashes expended in the top lane for just a dismount onto the Kled. Nice escape from that gank from Zefko. But in the process, Hobotarian flashes away from another engage from the Red Hawk Gaming bot lane, who just seems to be putting so much pressure onto this Heimerdinger. Heimerdinger trying to push out the lane with those turrets. Keeping the game even. Hits level 2, and that is a level 3 Syndra engaging onto Coopstar. Coopstar trading back onto him. Poked out by the Electrocute Zefiko. Poked low. Grenade lands. And that is Warwick collapsing up to the top side with Zefiko running away. Or knockup misses. Snaps chases under the tower. He's 150 health. Warwick and Jarvan still fighting, and it looks like all will be concluded on. But there was a solo kill in the mid lane while that happened. Coopstar, what happened? Caught by the Syndra E Ignite Q. And that's it. That's a solo kill by Bulbasaur in the mid lane. Oh my gosh, and I skipped another kill. Grenade in, connects with Game Boy Colored. Hook lands by Double Angel. That's an engage onto Hobotarian. Hobotarian bursted down by the Lucian Thresh. That hook was huge. Warwick engaging onto El Goblino is real. EQ connects and knocks him up. That is a remount from the Kled, and he is back at nearly full health, farming up this minion wave. Butler Challengers off to a rough start in that bot and mid lane, and it looks like they're going to have to rely on that top jungle duo to net this advantage, as Zefko has already blown the flash of both the Ornn and the Warwick, leading to him having the strongest current lane state of any player on Butler. But there's always comeback potential for this mid lane Nico and bot lane Heimerdinger. As we watch the 1v1, snaps pretty low, but Zefko dismounted, not able to do much. Warwick picks up the red buff as El Goblino is getting wards and Scuttle Crab for his bot lane to remain safe. Very nice by him. Able to make sure that no funny business happens in that river. Keep his Heimerdinger safe after that rough early game cheese that caused him to fall behind. Zefko just trying to get remounted at the moment, as Hobotarian and Azeroth push out the bot lane, trying to get that to tower. Zefko once again farming up these minions. And you know, a lot of the onus on this game is on Red Hawk Gaming. They have the Thresh Hook engage, the Syndra stun, Warwick level 6, and that Ornn Horn. You know, Butler, they have tools, but they're more team fight focused, right? You gotta have the lineup of Red Hawk Gaming in one place, you know, around an objective, or you know, fighting as a team. Butler really wants to get out of this lane phase because their lanes aren't particularly strong, and really get to that point where they can collapse on their number advantages and look for team fights where they excel. Thresh running into the bot lane of Butler Challengers. Silence down. Grenade hits. And that is Double Angel taking tons of poke off of the Silence Grenade combo by Hobotarian and Azeroth. El Goblino clearing out a ward in the mid lane. Q on to the Lucian. Does not connect. Lucian and Thresh trying to push out the lane. Hobotarian doing his best to keep them off of their tower. Game Boy colored once again just pushing this lane out, but the Heimerdinger turrets will keep the lane centered as we see El Goblino once again in bot river, engaged by Sneps, and just a quick disengage by Zephykal. If we look towards the inventories, that's an engage by Zephykal, 2Es, and hits level 6 mid-engage, gets the W passive off, and that is a big trade for both players. Another Q connects by Zephykal, but no follow-up. Silence, and a hook onto Raka, no follow-up by the Thresh, grenade misses, and that is a heal, just a disengage, but Double Angel once again poked out to half health. El Goblino looking for an engage on the bot lane, is spotted out, backs off. Ornhorn called in and used to clear a pink ward. That's a big cooldown for the Ornn. I'm looking for Zephykal and potentially El Goblino to look for a play on this Ornn now that his primary engage and disengage spell is on that long cooldown. Game Boy colored once again pushing out this bot lane, but Hobotarian and Azeroth doing their best to hold with those Heimerdinger turrets. Warwick pushing into bot river. Looking at that 1v1 against the Jarvan. So, once again, this is the first time Butler Challengers has played together as a team in competitive competition. And that is an engage by Zephykal. And a back off. Koopstar putting big damage on Bulbasaur. Ultimate comes out, and that is a flash away from Bulbasaur. Koopstar, great play in the mid lane, pushing out that the Syndra and netting the advantage in the 1v1. Zephykal dismounted, and Sneps looking for a fight, but will not find it against the Kled. Resetting. Like I was saying, this is the first time Butler Challengers have played together as a unit in organized competition, and blue team secures the Wind Dragon right there. No contest from Butler. Just trying to scale up, get themselves to their power points in that team fighting stage, and that is a teleport into the top lane by Sneps. Hook in by Double Angel onto Hobotarian. Hobotarian healed up, and that is just more poke going on to Double Angel. Every hook that lands is just getting denied by the Soraka pick. The silence and the heals too much, but that is an engage by Bulbasaur, and Warwick flash over the wall, and that is Koopstar falling to the Warwick ulti. El Goblino engaging on Snaps, but the ultimate's back up. Zephykal gets remounted right before, and El Goblino getting real low. Kites away, but he falls, and Snaps gets away with a 1-for-0 on a turned gank against El Goblino. Not the gank you want to see from the Butler jungler, but a nice attempt. And Snaps once again clearing this pink ward. You know, I think what went wrong there is the Ornn ultimate had just come back up and gave an opportunity to get an extra stack of brittle off, which really hurts Jarvan because of that percentage health. It just melts right through him. And El Goblino was not level 6 to get that lockdown with the ultimate to assist Zephykal, so Snaps was just able to turn that gank. Meanwhile, as a result of that, Hushton is getting that Rift Herald for his team and looking to run up to the top lane and potentially call it in. Jarvan on the top side of the map, spotted out by a ward, looking to potentially counter this. And blue team summons the Rift Herald in the top lane. Nice play. Both engage. Sneps onto the backline. El Goblino hits level 6. Ults Hushton. Zephykal not able to get the engage off onto the two carries in the Jarvan ultimate though, but gets the hook, and that is a re-engage by Zephyr. Snaps at 100 HP, has the ultimate back up once again on the Ornn, and throws it and connects to Zephyr, denying any follow-up by the Kled. And both Hushton and Snaps get out alive. Score 6-0. Butler is down almost 5,000 gold at the 11-minute mark, but they still have this team fight potential. Thresh, Lucian, trap in the bush. Azeroth caught out, flashes away, heal, and she stays alive. Double Angel caught in the box, which was actually by the side of Redhawks Gaming, and it was just the flash heal away plus the Heimerdinger turrets that kept that engage at bay. Ward over the wall cleared out by Thresh. Coopstar getting engaged on once again, electrocute proc, and that is just a disengage by the Nico. Absolutely getting poked out by this Syndra. So much laning power from the mid laner. Zephyr looking for the wave, engaged on by Snaps. Snaps connects with the first proc of Brittle, but Zephyr is able to get away with the E. And Snaps chasing down to tower with this Ornn, continuing to bully Zephyr, but Zephyr's get halfway to remounted. Engage once again, knockup lands. That's a Brittle, but no proc, as Zephyr is at very low HP, and another Ornhorn comes out, connects with Zephyr. Snaps engages, but the remount does not happen in time. Snaps gets the tower dive kill onto Zephyr. Unfortunate for the side of Butler challengers. Hobotarian holding off this Lucian Thresh bot lane with his turrets. Snaps pushing in the top lane. El Goblino caught out by Game Boy Color. Flashes away. EQ out. And flash forward and ultimate by the Lucian to kill El Goblino. And that is another pick on the side of Red Hot Gaming. They are red hot right now, getting pick after pick after pick onto this Butler Challengers lineup, and that's an engagement from Zephyr. Conqueror proc, and Snaps getting bursted down. No flash available. Zephyr pushing forward, hits the Q, and that is a solo kill by top laner Zephyr onto Snaps, swinging that lane back in the favor of Butler Challengers. 3-kill Ornn, but Kled gets the kill and shut down gold for that champion. So it's really going to be on Zephyr now to take that lead he built in the top lane and transition it to his teammates with that Kled ultimate. You know, big roaming power, especially with the ultimate ability from Coopstar. Getting those massive team fight victories are going to be what gets Butler back into this game. You know, Nico does not have the best laning phase. She's very teamfight centric champion, so not uncommon to see her behind in a Syndra lane like this, but having the opportunity to come back and a grenade lands in a team fight could be very key for Butler in this game. And it looks like Warwick and Syndra just pushing in this mid lane relentlessly, rotating the bot lane to mid, just trying to siege this tower and take it down. Double root and a nice poke by Coopstar, but this tower is undefendable as 4 members of Red Hawk Gaming push into that mid lane. Hobotarian and Azeroth pushing that bot lane tower, denying a wave. Another engage by Zephyr as he procs the Conqueror, goes in, gets hit by the knockup, and that is, oh my goodness, that's Syndra damage. Flash forward by Hushton, but nice root by Coopstar. Coopstar flashes away and just barely survives that gank, and flash ultimate from the Warwick. Sneeps going in on Zephyr once again. Connects. Coopstar on the way for the assist. Burst down Snaps, gets the ultimate, and that is a Hobotarian coming in and cleaning up Snaps, overextending into Zephyr. Coopstar once again. Nice cleanup and shutdown onto the Heimerdinger, set up by Coopstar and Zephyr. This is the type of play that Butler needs to capitalize on in order to get back into this game. But Bulbasaur, once again, finding and poking out that Jarvan before he's even able to get into his red side jungle. It looks like he's just transitioning to his blue side as he realizes that there is no way he can contest that Syndra. Double Angel looking for a hook, but no dice. Red Hawk Gaming bot lane looking for a reset as Butler continues to farm their jungle and clear this bot lane out. So at this point of the game, the jungler for Butler is very weak, but he still provides his ultimate and his engage. So allowing for a nice EQ ultimate from El Goblino could set up Coopstar and Zephyr, as well as the bot lane of Butler Challengers to make a big play in this game. Hobotarian is continuing to scale up well, building towards that Luden's and Zhonya's Hourglass simultaneously. Azeroth still without any deaths, building towards a redemption for that continued team fight strength. Double root by Coopstar. So really on Butler, I've been preaching it all game, it's on the team fights. With a redemption, Luden's completed, the Hex Tech Hose, and a strong flank presence from Zephyr. Butler could win these team fights with some mispositioning on the side of Red Hawk Gaming. Hobotarian in the blue side jungle, but that's not safe. Places the turret, gets the EQ combo onto Double Angel. Heal comes out from the Soraka, but that is not enough to keep El Goblino alive. But Hobotarian's able to flash out and remain in safety. Engaged by Snaps onto Zephyr. Zephyr counter engages, is doing absolutely no damage to Snaps as he has 2 upgraded armor items built. This is just a nightmare matchup for Zephyr. Snaps goes for the tower dive, connects, and that is a solo kill on the Ornn. Hobotarian caught by the edge of the Warwick ulti, but canceled by the silence, rooted under tower with the grenade and the silence, but Azeroth caught at the end of that by the Syndra. Great play denying the Warwick engage, but a counter kill on the side of Red Hawk Gaming. Snaps once again pushing down this Butler tower with his Iceborne Gauntlet. Getting that Sheen proc will give him extra damage onto the tower. And from here, it looks like it'll be a very tough game for Butler to come back in. Possible, but El Goblino just used his EQ. Syndra catches him out. He's trying to fight, but it looks like flash out, and a Hobotarian grenade connects, and that's a shutdown! That's a shutdown by Hobotarian! Look at that teamwork! El Goblino baits the Syndra, who steals the blue, and it's gifted over to Hobotarian because he catches her out with the grenade. What a play and a comeback for the Butler jungle and bot lane. That swing of events gives Butler time to reset, clear their waves, and once again look for an opportunity to teamfight as a unit. Hobotarian level 11, big on the Heimerdinger. Coopstar's looking for an engage, but Soraka caught out by the Ornn and Lucian. Ornhorn comes in, Lucian ult finishes off the Soraka. Grenade, ultimate, and that is a huge Heimerdinger tower picking off the support and jungle of Red Hawk Gaming. Ult in by Kled, that's the flank right there. Game Boy Color very low, flash away. Zephyr, flash onto Game Boy Color. That is a 1,000 gold shutdown onto the Kled. Root in. Grenade lands, and that is another kill on Hobotarian. Look at this team fight. This is what Butler needs. Butler executing on the team fight. 7,000 gold down, getting huge shutdowns. Hobotarian chunked down to just over 100 HP off of that. Syndra EQ. Ultimate comes out from Soraka to keep the team healthy. Red team has slain the dragon, and that is a dragon and team fight over to the side of Butler, closing the gold lead down to just 5,000 gold. What a comeback. Great team fight from the side of Butler. Everyone played that exceptionally well. Zephyr with the flank, on the end, getting the Lucian Flash and the kill. 1,000 gold shutdown. Absolutely huge. 2 items now completed for Hobotarian. Getting that Zonia's in here means he'll be able to remain safe from the large engage on the side of Red Hawk Gaming. Coopstar, level 13, caught in the enemy jungle. That's the entire team, and he's just trying to recall, but it is no dice for him here. He is definitely falling to this this Red Hawk Gaming lineup as he kites into the base, eats the Warwick ult, and the kill is given over to Houston. One thing I would like to point out, though, is Coopstar, even though he got behind in lane, has a 1-level lead on Bulbasaur, which is very, very important. In the middle lane, double knockup by Snaps onto the bot lane of Butler, but kiting back with the Heimerdinger Soraka. There is no follow-up to that Orn engage. Clearing out wards on the red side jungle, Azeroth and El Goblino. And Bulbasaur clearing out the wards put in by Butler. Bulbasaur looking for El Goblino once again, caught by the hook, and that is another pick by the side of Red Hawk Gaming. Bulbasaur on point with these stuns, catching out Butler member time after time. Coopstar looking for the fight and continues to poke out Snaps in the mid lane as the rest of Red Hawk Gaming pushes in top lane. Zefkiel dodges the hook, looks for the engage, dodges all of the CC. Root lands by Coopstar, ultimate to keep Zefkiel healthy, and Houston lives with 1 HP, ultimate by Bulbasaur, but Coopstar able to live with the Soraka heals. And now Butler is looking for a reset before another opportunity to fight here. As the game slows down, Red Hawk Gaming retreats, and Butler defends their Tier 3 top lane tower successfully. That is a teleport in from Ornn onto the Baron, and it looks like Red Hawk Gaming is starting the Baron, just going for it. And I don't think Butler has any idea about this. They have no wards in the pit and very shallow vision in their jungle. I think Zefkiel has a sense, as it looks like he's walking over here. Yep, Butler's got the idea. And that is a ward in and a Baron secured by Red Hawk Gaming. Butler too late on the check, and Red Hawk Gaming secures the first major objective of the game, widening that gold lead back to 8,000. You know, for Butler to get back into this game, they're really going to have to get another team fight victory, as picks and these 1v1 lane assignments aren't working out for them. Ardent Sensor completed onto the Soraka. That's going to be buffing up the Kled Jarvan on this team, and potentially the Nico, if he's able to get the auto attack kiting off. But big heals increased, and Zefkiel very strong on that Black Cleaver power spike. With the Ardent Sensor, we'll be able to cut through the tank lineup of just about everybody besides that Ornn with his 3 armor items, 2 of which are upgraded to give even more armor. How much armor does he have? This Ornn has 367 armor. There is no getting through that boy. But the rest of the Red Hawk Gaming lineup are pretty susceptible to the Kled engage. Butler right now just looking to defend their mid-inhib tower from this baroned up push by Red Hawk Gaming. Nice rockets by Hobotarian. Turret line just holding the tower, as really there's not a whole lot Red Hawk was able to do against that defense. Well played by Butler, just continually clearing these waves. Zefkiel in the bot lane trying to defend that bot tier 2, but I think this Baron's just going to do it. Demolish off, and that is a tower falling once again for Butler, as Snaps is being slowed by Coopstar and poked out. Back off by Coopstar. Engaged by Snaps. And nothing comes of it. And another cannon wave in the mid lane. Butler's got to deal with this somehow. Horn comes in, connects with Coopstar. That's a flash away from the hook, and that is a bomb landing on nearly all of Red Hawk Gaming, but Zefco alone in the front line cannot connect. Soraka ult comes out, El Goblino tanks the Lucian ultimate, and everybody on Butler's side gets out alive, but a team fight victory for the side of Red Hawk Gaming at the moment. The wave was cleared, Hobotarian holding the line with his Heimerdinger turrets and his missiles. Root lands, but that is Coopstar falling, grenade, Warwick catching Azeroth and El Goblino with that ultimate and smite. Hobotarian getting out, Zefco doing his best to hold the tower, but Bulbasaur ulting him, pushing him back into base as Red Hawk Gaming continues to push down that mid lane. Pushing in bot. Game Boy colored on the inhib. Bulbasaur, Houston, red inhibitor destroyed. That is a 2 inhib lead for the side of Red Hawk Gaming. It is going to be extremely difficult now for the side of Butler to win these team fights. They are down in XP in the top lane, in the jungle, in the mid lane, even in the bot lane. They're up a level in support, but they just have leads all over the map, and you know, very, very strong item spikes. This Ornn is level 15, giving Syndra an upgraded Luden's Echo, Lucian an upgraded Infinity Edge, and Thresh an upgraded Abyssal Mask. It is going to be extremely hard to cut through this lineup with all of the extra gold worth of stats that they get from Ornn, along with the scaling advantage that comes with a more traditional team comp. Don't get me wrong, there's still an opportunity for a Wombo combo team fight coming from Coopstar, Zefco, Hobotarian, and Azeroth El Goblino. El Goblino would have to land one of those powerful EQ ultimates on Jarvan, leading the way for that Coopstar ultimate. Flash not up for the Nico, so there's going to have to be a lot of setup from the side of Butler for that to land. Hobotarian could make some work happen with his grenade, letting Coopstar... Oh, that's an engage by Sneps. And no hook lands. Ward cleared out. Clearing wards out of their base. Butler challengers just trying, pleading with Red Hawk Gaming to hold this last tower in their base. Engaged by the Ornn, flash away by Azeroth, and those are slows by Coopstar. Big turret lands, grenade does not connect. That is an ultimate onto Hobotarian, flash in, but the Zonius keeps him alive. Ultimate by Coopstar onto 2, connects with double root. Zefco engaging, and that is a defiant team fight win. A definite team fight win for Red Hawk Gaming as they sweep through Butler with just a huge stat advantage. Great combo there from Butler, but at this point in the game when you are down, 12,000 gold, a great engage can only do so much for a team. Great try from Butler, but game 1 goes to Red Hawk Gaming. GG.